But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Girl Gaming. Today we are doing another episode of Rusty Cribs, and joining me again is Carlos No Pants. Hello, Carlos. We're just going to do some jumping, huh?
Sup?
Right, and what we're going to be looking at today is we're going to be looking at this place, which we call, do we call it the apartments?
Apartments will work.
Yeah.
I call it a pain in the ass. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, Carlos hates this place, and we'll see why in a little bit. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this section up here. So, watch out, watch your feet, watch your feet.
I think these are all set.
Yeah, I think that they've all gone off on various people. Mostly me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
what in there?
There we go.
Okay, and we're in. We'll just shut that door. Now, when you come to the main entrance of buildings, it's always good to give players a bit of an opportunity and a choice. And also, perhaps find a way to defend yourself. So that's what we've done in this particular place. We've given them the choice of left or right, and if they decide to go up, we've given ourselves the little opportunity to defend ourselves via that window. Always nice. This place it's very large, it's got a big footprint, and I wouldn't say this particular building out here is too confusing, but this isn't the pièce de résistance. So we're just going to have a look around as we go. See, this room here, absolutely nothing. There's nothing in here. It's probably a little bit of degradation because I haven't kept this up recently. But, yeah, so nothing happens in here. But, unless you've actually seen this video, you don't know that there's nothing in here, so you might be tempted to blow in.
We should also add that this is probably a multiple-person house, as opposed to a solo.
This is almost certainly a multiple-person house. It took 3 of us to build this, and it wasn't a short period of time. We'll show you how we managed to amass the resources in just a few minutes. Now, as you come into this section here, this is where things start getting interesting. As you can see here, we've got lots of boxes with various items in. There's not so much in here anymore. Oops, there we go. Just by virtue of the fact that we've mainly moved out of this house. We've got Kintachi here. He's one of ours. Until recently, he was called Fappy. If anybody dislikes Fappy, he's now called Kintachi. And this was the bread and butter of the place. This is how we managed to upgrade the place to armoured. Now, please do note, ladies and gentlemen, that there's been a recent change with Rust, and you're now required to gather high-quality metal ore, whereas previously you would just use metal frags, which came from this, the metal ore. You now need a different type of ore, which is much harder to get, so we'd have had a really, really tough time armouring everything up the way we have done here.
Not impossible, just a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely not impossible, is it, Carlos? It just takes a little bit longer, a little bit more effort, and I think you need to be a little bit more creative with your mining techniques, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That can be just a little bit later. Second-tier stuff, though, really.
Yeah. Now, we'll look at that in a little bit, but we'll go upstairs, take a look around. And as you come up to the next level, you're again given options, so it's no access for Carlos. If you choose to go this way,
step here.
Yeah, give Carlos no access. It's the only way. If you come in this direction, you'll see one of the boxes. As we discussed in the last video in Carlos's place, you want boxes in a lot of different positions in order to make sure that people can't build directly around your base. You'll see below that there are they're above actually. The ladder defences are above, and we'll look at those once we get above. Leave those doors open, I guess. And if we come through this way, we've got the same kind of position. Stop it. And of course, you can shoot down into the little courtyard there, which is why this window is here. And
oh, okay, this one's a good door. Thank you.
There you go. You see, that wasn't a bad door, was it?
Oh, there we go.
I wouldn't go too near Matt Ross Campbell. He's got a couple of surprises waiting for him.
Oh, Jesus. Should we set one of those again, or no?
We will do after we've been through. This is, once again, another cupboard here, and several more rooms. Several more boxes with weapons and things in. So if we are in the process of getting raided, we can respawn, which I might just jump over this. I did get caught on one of these the other day. There we go, you come through here, nothing in here. But again, good vantage point. You can again shoot down into the courtyard from out here. And you've got some vantages to shoot outside in the event of a raid. There's a mine down there, look. Look at this.
What?
Who put that there?
Genius.
There you go, that shows that you can shoot outside. Good times. Right. I'm going to try
I
running...
may have stolen some explosive ammo, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I need to shut the door myself, don't I?
Yeah, that's all you, buddy.
It's all on me. Let's just make sure that Matt Ross Gamble here doesn't forget his surprise. There we go. And we're going to go up a level again. I'll leave that door open for the minute. And as always, you are faced with a choice about where to go. Which way do we go? We're going to go left in this instance. Now, this is one of Carlos's hated doors, because you actually have to stand in the corner here and then get pushed along by it to open it. So, do you want to do the same, Carlos?
Oh, I will enjoy the endeavor here. Let's try. And, yep.
In you come.
Second. Oh yeah, see, I'm like right in.
Oh, you're right in. Come on, you're in.
See?
Surely you're in now.
No, mate.
Carlos is staying out.
Yeah, and good riddance.
In this little room we have yet another small loot room, which again has some items. Carlos.
I'm doing Funky Town.
And in this final room here we've got another firing vantage point, and we have a sleeping bag.
Whoops. Ow, ow, ow.
What? Was that incendiary ammo?
No,
Are you burning my house down?
maybe. Maybe I'm just showing my contempt for your doors.
Well, thank you. And on this corner we have an exit to outside, as you'll see here. Lots of doors, making sure we make best use. And here's outside. You can get into the courtyard this way, and you can get into our other building through here. So we'll look at that in a minute. Let's go and get Carlos. Now you can see this is a fairly vacuous building, really. It is a very large building. It's got a big footprint that some people might suggest is unnecessary. Right, you need to come into here, and we're going to shut that door. There we go. We got through that one. We got through that one. More firing points and ladder defences. And we'll come through here. We've got another little emergency box here that's got some human meat in. Yeah. And we'll go through this way this time.
Oh, yay.
And on the floors above, things are fairly similar. So you know what to expect from this. We will go to the top floor soon. Oh. It's going to be another door you hate here, Carlos.
Always. But this is good because it preventative measure keeps the riffraff out.
Are you in that corner?
Yep. See?
You
Does it out.
Do you scooch yourself right in and then look at this corner of the door?
Yeah, I'll try it again.
Are you in?
Nope. Although I think I might have found an exploit that will let me through. Hold on.
Go on, do it, do it, do it, do it. I don't think you found that. I don't think you found that exploit. Let's.
No, not yet.
That over there, ladies and gentlemen, is another exit to outside where you can gain entry. Oh, better shut that. And now up here, this base was never really finished because we did it as just kind of an experiment, really. Oh, I'll see you later.
I'm right here for you.
And you can see everything is fairly similar up here. More rooms, more shooting points. It becomes stone at this point because we gave up on trying to refine the massive amount of materials required. Oh no, Carlos.
It's all good.
There
we go.
Hey.
It happens every once in a while.
Now then. We're going to actually get to the roof here. And here we are. We've got a lovely firing point with 360 degrees of fire. The only real concern about being here, we'll get onto the other building here as well, was if somebody was up there on the mountain, like in that little base up there, they could shoot down on you. Hence all the windows and things, which we're going to be going to look at now. We pop back inside. Now you can see this looks higgledy-piggledy, and that's because it's in fact, this is 3 separate buildings. We've got the main building here, and then this section and this section slightly above. They're 2 separate buildings from one another, and I'll show you how I put those together. If I can remember how to get there. Oh no, Carlos.
I'll just wait here for you.
Oh no, I'm not stuck, it's good.
You made it.
Alright, we'll go through here.
Yeah, you guys keep going, I'll see.
Carlos doesn't seem to be able to get through those doors, even though I can. I'm not sure why that's the case. I think you've got to be the guy opening the door in order to get through it, for some reason. Okay, so, right. We bridge the gap right here between the 2 buildings, and we just basically put them together and they seem to work quite nicely. So what we ultimately did is, here's the bottom floor, and you can get out here into that courtyard, and there's the previous door that we came out of. And this again is just a shell really, it's to allow you plenty of different firing points, firing arcs. If we'd spent a little bit more time developing this base, we would probably have put more internal doorways in, just to ensure that it was more difficult to get into. Have you found a way out yet, Carlos?
I'll probably just take the parachute route.
I actually got myself stuck.
Really?
I am not shitting you.
I'll try to get to you. No guarantees.
I'm round the back, next to the courtyard. If you jump off round the back, you will see a couple of areas that you can jump. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm fine now. Okay. Right. I think
exactly as you planned it.
I'm going to leave that in the video, just to show what can happen if you're a shipbuilder. Now you can see what we have to do here is just make sure that this whole area was lined with these metal barricades. Makes it a little bit more difficult to get into this courtyard area.
Peekaboo, they're behind you.
Oh, hello, Trouble. Now
Yep.
is the next bit that Carlos loves. Let's just jump down here into the courtyard itself. We're now in the courtyard. You'll see that
Lovely garden here.
right here is the reason that we've made these vast apartments. It's to protect our cave base. A lot of people were asking a good way to do cave bases, and I think everybody's got their own way. This is the way that I came up with. I saw a good video by a fellow called Sir Winter the other day, which I will put in the link of the description below. Are you coming in, Carlos, or are you afraid?
Yeah, I'm concerned about the door opening, but we'll see.
Everything's going to be fine.
Oh, thank God.
You in your pop?
Oh, okay.
Let's get that shut. Right, you can see what I've actually done is I've used triangle foundations mainly in order to create these doorways. That's actually quite useful in the respect that you can have a lot of confusing doors. Please ignore that, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't see that.
Nothing to see there, folks.
Yeah, absolutely, PG-13. And I think I just went inside Carlos there. Ooh, kinky.
The door loves me. Oh, it made me... Haha, I made it through.
You made it through, sir.
That happened.
There's a doorway on the left here. This actually leads to nothing again. And you can see there's a lot of doorways to get through. Usually these would be metal, but we took a raid from a group called EA, or EA and Friends, and they did blow through a lot of our doors. They didn't really get any materials at the end of the raid, but they did use something like 20 C4 to get in. Fair dues.
To not get in, to be precise.
Well, what we actually did, I'll show you exactly what I did. Oh, are we just going to stay in here in the bug out room?
Oh. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta party.
And we've got just like various different types of goods in here. Oh, there's an explosive in here, Carlos, if you want it.
Not anymore.
And there's some ammo as well. Right.
Is that a rocket launcher I see? Yes, it is.
Or am I just happy to see you? Any wood in there? No, of course
Well.
there isn't. Oh.
Ouch.
And we'll go through here. You're going to be stood right in this corner with me, Carlos.
Yep, 1 second.
You in that corner?
To it. Almost. I think it's just the combo locks that are problematic. to be
They do
honest.
seem to cause issues for you. Now, what we actually did with this section is we created a multi-layered floor. We did need a ladder to get up there, but that's because we couldn't fit any stairs in. It created lots of different little nooks and crannies, so if you were on the defensive in this area and you've got people coming in, you've got a nice little firing arc here as people come down. And of course you've got your little goods box here with various different weapons, and there are about 10 bolties in there. Ooh. And this is the bottom of the base. You can see that I haven't maintained this for some time, so it is looking a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but when it was maintained there was a full floor in this section with probably about 8 or 9 more, what are they called, furnaces. And then in this section...
This is all pre the big furnaces as
yeah,
well.
this was pretty large furnaces. And then we have this little room down here, which... oh, there's a hole here. That's not good. And then, yeah, here we are. And this was the main loot room. Here's Nightshade. Nightshade, you might know as Bane from the Star Trek Armada 3 development team. Hello. And, yeah, this is the very base of the cave. You can see these are all floors above us. So it's very difficult for people to work out exactly where this is and just blow down to it. That's why we made this section. If you see anything that you like the look of, Carlos, take it. And, of course...
I'll do that for you.
this is what happened to the people who tried to raid us.
Skulls alone.
That box of skulls is magnificent, isn't it?
It's good. Rightly, proper owned.
But yeah, so that is the cave base. That's the way that we've done it. Usually you would... oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, don't go down here. Usually you would see a full floor that extended all the way through here. This area would be blocked off also. But as I say, due to degradation, some of those bits have gone. If all this was metal, it would have lasted longer and would still be there. Yeah, so what's your take on cave bases? Do you think they're overly useful?
Yeah, well, I mean, they only have 2 entrances, right? So technically, once you get the inside set up, I mean, they're pretty good. But it is really about gaining and maintaining control and setting lots of different sublevels for people to have to figure out.
It is, yeah. I mean, the biggest problem that I felt with the cave base itself was that once the raid had begun, we were trapped in here. We couldn't get out, and we couldn't attack them from the rear unless we committed suicide. We didn't have an alternative base at the time. We do now. It's not a problem. But we did suffer at the time. We had to wait inside that cave base for them. So that basically concludes this episode of Rust Cribs. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the apartments and the cave base, and I hope that might have given you a few ideas as to what you might like to do in the future with a cave base. Okay, in the next episode we might well look at this place here, which is what I call the Shogun House. That's another place of my design. I think you prefer that one, don't you, Carlos, because it's got less higgledy-piggledy doorways.
Yeah, the doorways are good because it's a unit of measure. I mean, you could technically even trap people into rooms and then just have your way with them.
There are negatives to those doorways, though, aren't there? It's like if you are actually trying to rush the enemy or anything, it does cause you to move slower. So, as a defending force that's trying to get out into the action very quickly, it can cause you to lag behind the main force of your troops. It can cause issues. But there we go. That is the apartments and the cave base. I hope you've enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy what you're seeing here, please do like and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see from Rust. Tell me if you want some hints and tips. And tell me if you want to see what is under the kilt. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, this is Goldicut and Carlos, out.